going to do a roll call. Okay, how about so we have, let me see. Who is going to do it? You're going to do the roll call? Go ahead.
Chair Diaz,
Here?
Member Tran.
Here.
Castillo,
Present.
Green, absent. Meza,
Here.
Sanders,
Here.
Scherzer, absent. We have a quorum, thank you.
Okay. Next one is the public comment. Do we have somebody for public comments? I don't see none. So we're going to go to the next item. Is approval for the agenda. Oh, okay, there's okay. Okay, motion approved, second by Akia Sanders. So, mover for Akia Sanders, a second by Roberto Castillo. So the agenda is approved.
Girl, you gotta vote.
Okay,
Did you vote on it?
no.
And Madam Chair, if you can ask Member Sanders to vocally make the motion and,
Yes, Member Akia, could you please verbally make the motion, please?
Akia Sanders, for the record, I move to approve the agenda.
For the record, Roberto Castillo, I second the motion.
No need to vote.
I don't think you voted.
Okay, so one more member came here today.
Yep.
Waiting for you.
Girl.
Oh, there we go, yes. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with the approval of the agenda and then we'll bring in the other member.
Okay, so we're continuing to approve the agenda, and we have one member. Do we wait for him?
Also.
So this motion passes.
This motion passes, no questions. Nobody abstained.
And then we are going to move to 5.1.
We're going to go to the next section, is the 5.1, consideration, discussion, and possible approval of the minutes of the Sparks Equity and Inclusion Advisory Board meeting of December 13 for possible action. And that's the one. Move to approve the minutes of the Sparks Equity and Inclusion Advisory Board meeting of December 13, 2023 as submitted.
Rose Meza, for the record. I move to approve the minutes of the Sparks Equity and Inclusion Advisory Board meeting of December 13, 2023.
December 13th, 2023.
Oh.
Let me fix that, just 1 second.
I read that loud and proud too. December 13th. Feels like it.
T,
It feels like
you're on
December.
some serious caffeine this afternoon.
Oh
girl.
my,
You are
my
on
dude.
point,
This
girl.
is
it,
like
yeah.
the third one. I've been going
You
since
got the
need
lottery
that.
tickets for next week?
T-Tran second.
Yeah,
Vote.
yeah, we voted, I vote.
Okay.
Everybody's, looks like it's unanimous.
Mhm.
So motion is approved. Okay. So now we're going to go to 6.1. We're going to have a presentation for ACDC, Asian Community Development Council. You want to step?
Come on down.
Come on, and we're going to have the presenter, Shu Huang, for Northern Nevada Outreach Manager.
For the record, my name is Hito Norhatan, Dr. Shui Huang. For the record, my name is Hito Norhatan because Dr. Shui Huang has an emergency meeting this evening.
Thank you. So you can start with the presentation.
Okay. Do I have access to this screen. Can I play it? Yes? Okay.
Yes, so we're just waiting for the computer to open the presentation.
While we are waiting, I'm going to pass some of our brochure in different languages.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Okay.
Connected to internet.
Should be.
Orally.
I think there's four different languages, right? Looks like Chinese, Thai.
I'm just going to present orally.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So, thank you so much for having me. So I'm just going to present our organization orally. So again, my name is Hito Nurhatan. I'm from the Asian Community Development Council, ACDC. If you have time, you're welcome to visit our website to get more information about us at acdcnv.org. You have to include NV because otherwise you will get the rock band. We are not rock band, but we are rock, I can tell you that. So ACDC is a nonprofit and nonpartisan organization. We based in Las Vegas, but now we expand our service in Northern Nevada because we see increasing number of Asian populations in the Northern Nevada area. So we offer free services such as we can help people to apply for SNAP, and or we also have our own legal team to assist Asian community or as a matter of fact, all community members who need help. We always open our door. We have our own legal team who can assist them with immigration applications, the N400 forms, free of charge. So if someone who are eligible to apply for U.S. citizenship, they are welcome to contact us. We can help them to fill out the applications, and we even coach them how to pass the immigration exam. We have our own legal and language team. So far, we can help people who speak Vietnamese, Cantonese, Chinese Mandarin, Bahasa, Tagalog, Spanish, and Japanese. We can coach them how to pass the immigration exam. Because last time we tried one of our employees to take the exam and they failed. And our employees, he's American-born citizens and he cannot pass. So can you imagine if someone were born from in other countries, elderly from, let's say, from Vietnam or from Indonesia, then you can imagine, the difficulties for them to understand all the context of the examination questions. So we have that service. Again, it's free of charge, and our organization are funded by through grant, from USCIS, USDA, State of Nevada, from the Washoe County Health District, and so on. So yes, so we are here, and we would like to know what we can do for the community in Spark. Thank you.
Roberto Castillo for the record. You passed out 4 brochures. What languages were those in?
Yes, sir. I think one of them are in Korean, and then in Vietnamese, in Chinese, and English as
Vietnamese?
well.
That's English?
Yeah.
Greek, And Vietnamese, Vietnamese?
Yeah, Vietnamese as well. Yes. And yeah, let us know what we can do for the Spark community, and we look forward to collaborate with the city.
T Tran for the record. So, hi,
Hello.
welcome. I've had the opportunity to meet Dr. Huang, so she's
Okay.
so sweet. I thought that's obviously who we were seeing today, but thank you for coming. Can you provide us with a calendar of events that you guys might be doing, some sort of community outreach, or kind of, have you guys been doing that? I know you guys just started, so it hasn't been too long, but do you have a calendar kind of lined up yet?
Yes, ma'am. We actually started in 2019 in a Reno, our Reno office, but then because of pandemic, we have to close it down, and we reopened it again last year.
Right.
Yeah, and we had a grand opening in 170 Pine Street. It's very close to across the street from the court, and very close to the city hall as well. Yeah. So we, as a matter of fact, we will have a event that we collaborate with the UNR. We're going to hold graduations. We try to, so all Asian community who graduated from college and from the community college, we invite them to celebrate their graduation together with their family. We did this in Las Vegas, and we try to do the same thing for the Northern Nevada community. Yes, and in the near future, we don't know the exact date yet. We have to communicate with our community member. We would like to create or hold Asian night market in Reno and Spark. Yeah, we did that in Las Vegas, and there were about 20,000 attendants. Yes, we have to cut it down because our capacity at that time was 10,000. So yeah. And the purpose of night market is to create a business opportunity for community members, and it open to everyone, as long as their product meet the theme, the Asian theme, it's welcome. Everybody's welcome to join our night market. Yeah.
And when are we planning on a night market?
We still coordinate with with our community member. We are not sure yet.
Okay.
Yes. But for sure, the graduation is the next one that will happen. We will inform you when the date is determined.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still in conversation with UNR.
Thank you.
Elvira Diaz for the record. Is somebody from the community is listening to this program today? And if somebody has your need, how they can find you? How they can connect with you? And what is the biggest challenge that the community, Asian community faces that was very for you necessary to open our office here in the North?
Yeah, thank you for your questions. We believe that one of the challenges for the community is language. That's why we are here, and all of our employees are multilinguals, and we know that our community member needs the public services, but they never, come out, never approach maybe the appropriate organizations, the government organization, because they are not confident, because they are lack of language skill. So that's why we are here. So we offer them our services. So we would like to be the bridge between the services that the government offer and the community members. So yeah. So that's why we choose that that particular location for our office, because it's very close to the court, very close to the city hall. So when our community member requires help, we can guide them to the right resources. Yeah. Thank you.
Akia Sanders for the record. So you offer interpretation services?
To some extent, yes, ma'am. But we are not, we cannot translate legal documents, because technically we are not sworn translator. But yes, we help our clients, to visit the court when they have questions, and we direct them to the right resources, because the court also has 8 assistants over there. So usually at the library, the court library. So yes.
Roberto Castillo for the record. Can you tell us a little bit about your staff, the size? I mean, obviously, you opened in 19, you closed because of COVID, and now you've reopened again. Is it still in its very small stages, or have you guys gotten some traction, being that you already have done a lot down in Las Vegas area, or do you use part of the services that you have in Vegas in order to, help up here with obviously the rollout for the services?
Thank you, sir, for your questions. Yes, we are still very small at this stage, so we get a lot of assistance from our headquarters in Las Vegas. But we slowly we will trickle down all of our services that we have in Southern Nevada here. For instance, in Southern Nevada, we have our own Asian food bank. The reasons why we create that, because we try to create food equity. A lot of our community members, when they go to the traditional food bank, they don't know how to prepare those food. For instance, we have a Vietnamese family who cook pasta with soy sauce because they just don't know what they should do with pasta. So they stir fry, a spaghetti, cheese pasta, and then with soy sauce. So then we create our food bank in Southern Nevada, in Las Vegas area. So, and in the future, if funding allowed, we would like to trickle down all of our services there, here in Reno and Spark. Did I answer your question, sir?
Yeah.
Rose Meza for the record. Thank you for coming in. It's a pleasure to meet you. And just looking at all of the brochures and information, this is a great opportunity for the community to be able to look into further resources. And so I just wanted to have you expand further on how your healthcare resources are looking like. I know the community also reached out to me as the outreach project coordinator for UNR Med, and I'm just interested in how you guys are providing like healthcare resources, and like where and who are your partnerships? Are you guys connected with like Immunize Nevada for vaccines and so on? So if you could expand on that, that would be great.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your questions. Yeah, I forgot to mention about that. We have our health navigator, who can help community members to apply for affordable health care. And we cooperate with Immunize Nevada and Washoe County Health District to host immunizations in the grassroots level. We went to churches. We cooperate with the Korean church, and then with the Thai temple in Spark, and also with the, who else that we cooperate? Well, with the Little Flower Church. Yeah, so yeah, we host free vaccinations for the community member. We can also help those without insurance, but we have a limited spot because of funding availability. So if I'm not mistaken, we can help 10% of the attendees of that day free of charge. So yes. Thank you for your question, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Roberto Castillo for the record. Do you have any kind of numbers for Northern Nevada in regards to the Asian community? Obviously, there's a lot of different languages being spoken. Do you guys have any kind of an assessment of how big the groups are here in town that you guys are looking to help?
Thank you for your question, sir. I don't remember it out of my head right now, but we do have the metrics. That's why we decided to open our office here, because we see a growing numbers of Asian community. And we also have a new influx of Asian community from Northern California as well, moving to Reno and Spark area. So, thank you.
Alvara Diaz for the record. Can you tell us about also cultural events that you guys may be going to share with us? I remember last year we have a big exposition for beautiful, outside beautiful. So can you just tell us something like that?
Yes, ma'am. So we have a in Southern Nevada, we have an Asian Night Gala and also Asian Night Market. That's our big event. And we try to, that's our fundraising event in Southern Nevada. So yeah, in Reno, we don't have that yet, but potentially in the near future, we might. So slowly we'll trickle down all of our services that we have in Southern Nevada. Now, I think the internet is working now. May I show this to all the members? Okay, thank you. So,
Oh, perfect.
yeah, so then it will explain better about our
The
organization.
Asian Community Development Council, also known as ACDC, connects, educates, and empowers Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in the Greater Nevada community. During the height of the pandemic, ACDC started a contactless food pantry to meet the specific needs for the cultural diet of our community. We offer free food for low-income families in Las Vegas and have been able to serve more than 8,700 individuals so far. The food that we are able to provide includes rice, Asian sauces, vegetables, fruit, and meat products.
This one, the meat.
In April of this year, ACDC started a free pop-up COVID-19 vaccine clinic in the heart of the Asian Pacific Islander population in Las Vegas's Spring Mountain corridor. We are able to meet the community right where they are, making it convenient, safe, and easy to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. Obtaining citizenship is a lengthy and complicated process. At ACDC, we strive to make the process easier for every one of our clients. We offer test preparation classes, one-on-one help, and translation assistance. At the heart of every service we provide, we offer different language translations. We translated critical resources for community members who needed to know where to go and how to get help and assistance throughout the pandemic. We will continue our mission to champion and advocate for AAPI in Nevada.
At ACDC, we amplify the diverse stories and voices of the AAPI community and focus on the issues that affect our livelihood.
And ask for your help and partnership in ensuring that we bypass language barriers to provide services for our community.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Tosha.
Come on.
谢谢.
Gracias. 감사합니다.
莎莎 धन्यवाद ขอบคุณค่ะ多谢你大家帮忙 Thank you for your help.
Yeah, that's a little presentation about our organizations. So,
Yes, Michael Scherzer for the record. You had me at Night Market. I've been to some in Hong Kong and Taipei. I would love to see those yet. The thing is, do you offer like legal aid? Two-part questions. One, do you offer like legal aid or at least connections for like legal assistance? And the other thing is, were you guys featured on Reno Whites, the podcast? Because somehow I've heard of ACDC even before I joined this committee. I know I've heard of it, not the band, I mean your organization.
thank you for your question, sir. I'm not sure about podcasts. Potentially we do.
All right.
We do not have legal aid per se for other cases other than immigrations. We have our legal team just to help people apply for the U.S. citizens as of now. Yeah, potentially we will expand our service, funding, permits. If we have the funding, maybe we will expand it to help people who try to apply green card.
Okay.
So yes, for now we can only help people from green card holders who would like to apply for U.S. citizenship. So
Okay.
we can do that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Roberto Castillo for the record. Cindy, is there a way that we can, do these groups, when they come here, are they able to have links put onto the city of Sparks as part of the people that we work with or have had contact with or anything in that, fashion there?
Allison McCormick for the record. I would want to explore that with our community relations manager, but that's definitely something we can look into. We often do get calls, from the public wondering where to go for, service X, Y, or Z. So I think kind of a resource center type of page on our website is a good idea.
In Roberto Castillo for the record. Again, as we're bringing in new groups and I just having the cohesion of, you know, this is who we met, this is what they described. You know, we'd like to have more feedback on whether or not you find this, you know, useful for the Sparks community. Obviously, there's just tons and tons of good, solvent information in there. I have one other thing too. I gotta imagine that your challenge is dissemination of the information to the families, right, the community, and it's probably similar in the same regard as it is in the Latino families, where a large percentage of the information is probably passed through the children to the parents because of utilization with, you know, smart phones and whatnot. So I don't know if the group, obviously the website, does a kind of a push for that in order to get it to the people that really spend the most amount of time, which is the younger people, in order to give the information that you guys have for all these great services.
Thank you for your question, sir. Yes, we do. We have our team that manages our Instagram, our Facebook account. So we try to reach out to younger generation as well. But on top of that, we also do traditional, you know, pamphlets, printing, and so on, and the local groceries at the public areas. You know, we always spread out our information there, and hopefully someone will come to see us. And we do. We got an influx of community members, and they are very grateful that we offer our services in Northern Nevada. Finally, that's what they told us. Thank you.
Elvira Diaz for the record. I know you guys from the young people who really active. Actually, one of the ladies is my friend. She put a lot of tweets, TikToks, and things like that. And really you guys cleaning parks. You do a lot of community events besides giving food. Can you elaborate more, just in case there's a young people wants to be part of you guys?
Yeah, I beg your pardon again, ma'am. Can you repeat what event is that you were asking?
Like youth events that you
Oh, the youth
promote the
event,
youth,
yes.
so the young people go clean parks and do good stuff. I know that you guys do that in Vegas. I see it. So can you elaborate more about the youth groups that you have, please?
Yes, so we have volunteers, you know, from the younger generation. They usually come with us. We have a Run for Rice, you know, event last year, so we do that as well. But because we are very small right now in Reno, so we might not be able to do all of the event that we have in Vegas here. Eventually, we will. But we just 2 years old organization. So over there, we are pretty big. We have 40 full-time employees in Las Vegas. Yeah, 40. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty big operation. We have our own. If you notice, our food distribution area is pretty huge. It's like a Walmart-size storage room. So, and we have nutritionist specialists over there to make sure that all the food that we distribute are balanced in terms of nutritional quality. So we do not distribute canned food, for instance, or instant noodles. You know, so yeah. So we for now, because we just a small. We just have a small office in Reno. We may not be able to do all of the above, but eventually, yes, we would like to do that as well. Yeah, in the near future, that's our goal in the next 2 or 3 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Scherzer for the record again. I have one question. Are you taking like donations for like household items if people come here, immigrant, and they need items, you know, whether it's, you know, furniture or just dishes, towels, something like that?
As far as I know, we do not have that yet.
Okay.
Maybe in the future. You know?
Right.
Yeah, and again, we operate based on grant, and grant is very specific sometimes in terms of what we can do and we cannot do. So yeah, we have another source of funding from our fundraising. That's probably more easier. You know, we would like to do like the one that you just mentioned. That's a very good idea. Mm-hmm. I will bring it up to our chain of command, and maybe in the future we might be able to do that. You know, thank you so much.
We want to thank you for this advisory board that you took the time to stop by and talk to us about ACDC. I'm sure we can collaborate together because this advisory board exactly is to include everybody. So we're also very happy that you made people become a citizen because we want people to participate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. And one more thing, you mentioned about democracy. You know, I forgot to mention one more thing. We also do a civic engagement program at the high school level and help people to register to vote. Again, but we are non-partisan. We are not leaning towards which party, but we just educate the younger generations why, as a citizens, why you have to vote and why it is important to vote and so on. And we help people register to vote as well.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you so
we're
much.
very happy to have you.
Thank you.
And to spread the word about your organization.
Thank you. And may I share Dr. Shui Huang business card to all of you, just in case if you would like to contact her. And if you flip over her business card, those are our free services that we offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. General business items for possible action. Number 7.
Chair Diaz, we don't have any general business items this evening.
Okay. Comments for us? Any comments for this committee? Any comments?
It was excellent.
Excellent, right? This, I think,
Actually,
I enjoyed it.
I have one. Thank you so much, appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Roberto Castillo for the record. I just want to go on record that I think we're facing a really exciting time going into Q2 of the year. There's a lot of amazing things happening with the new governor, with the new information that's come out with Tesla and the new influx of investment in the local area. And just really excited to see what, the whole infrastructure is going to do for Northern Nevada as a whole. And, just want to keep everybody as positive and inspired to go and do good deeds. It's just, we've had a lot of heavy duty stuff over the last 10 months. And I really feel proud of being able to be part of this board with you guys and seeing what we can do with all this momentum.
Teacher, and for the record, okay, so we're on request for future agenda. I can't remember how many meetings ago, but we talked about kind of seeing a rough outline of a Sparks City community calendar, like event calendar. Do we have that kind of crafted up now, Allison? Or can we, you know what, sorry, let me amend. I am requesting to see some sort of event calendar, whatever's on the docket now for the city. Because I think if we look at that, then we can kind of start picking and choosing and inviting communities to, organizations to come and, hey, you should be at this, you should be at this, we'll be there at this. So we talked about a calendar, but can we see maybe a rough outline of a calendar?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Elvira Diaz for the record. For the future agenda, I would like to have also a presentation about Cesar Chavez. So we still have time. Time goes so fast in this meeting. So if we can educate people about Cesar Chavez and the legacy that he has for the workers, that would be amazing.
Akia Sanders for the record. To piggyback off of what Chair Diaz just said, is there opportunity to kind of bounce on both community events for us to table? I know we talked about this a long time ago, but like let's say if we did like a Cesar Chavez Day of Service, like the City of Sparks did an event, could that be like our coming out party or something? Really to one, provide the opportunity for vendors to all come out, and two, just to spread the word, and it increases cultural awareness, which I feel like is the heart of what this board is about. Just a thought.
Roberto Castillo for the record. Thank you so much for coming out. I would love to know what other entities are in the local area that are similar to yours and any other scope with any other cultures that we can integrate with exactly what you're talking about. I think part of the thing of throwing a party is hoping that people show up. Adding any kind of value add with immigration, language barriers, financial barriers, health insurance, transitional housing items, anything at all that helps the community where there's a diversity impasse with either language or culture would be great to have at this type of an event. And it'd just be great to see if there's an actual organic list that exists out there. And some of you on the staff probably have a better grasp of this stuff than I do, but it'd be great to see who is on this, to maybe put a list together to invite them, even to share like the gentleman did tonight.
So Akia Sanders for the record. So I said all of this to say that me and Elvira have been tabling for the past 2 to 3 weekends at community events. So we don't have to recreate the wheel, right?
Okay.
You just say, hey, Cesar Chavez, day of service. You invite people, the sheriff, Immunize Nevada, they table. You may have somebody come up, say a few words, Sparks does a proclamation, and it's just an opportunity to remember the work that he did, but to bring the community together. So it's not like this huge thing, they're doing it like every other week, depending on, it's Black History Month. Every weekend it's a tabling event right now until the end of February. So that's kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah, Alvara Diaz, by the record, exactly. I think we're getting to the point that we can, Sparks has spaces. We can start having the first Cesar Chavez event, community event, and then we can invite city councils, the people, the community organizations. And we don't need to start super big. We can invite people, organize, and that way we get the city council of the Sparks involved. I see city council also every weekend. Like my job is to go to all these events. That's how I know people. It's part of my job, my daytime job. So yes, I think we're going to be the connectors, the people who people are going to look at of the resources in City Sparks, and we just can disseminate the information for the community. And you guys, for example, we have somebody from UNR. UNR has been doing such a good job. We have somebody who is really helpful with housing, people who has challenge with housing. We have the resources right here, so we just need to do it.
Michael Scherzer for the record. So are you suggesting, I just want to clarify here, like we could have an event, almost like a multicultural event, kind of a fair, I don't know if and have vendors. And I mean, generally I find if you bring food and you usually bring people. So if we have some food trucks, some booths, maybe some vendors selling stuff, music, playing throughout, then you may get definitely acknowledge different and make people aware of, services, but also if they want to pick up, bao or tacos or whatever, they can do that as well, or buy some art or something. Make it like a.
Allison McCormick for the record. I think we are getting a little far afield from requesting future agenda items and straying into deliberation discussion territory. So I want to put the kibosh on that. But I think a community calendar is a great place to start.
Can I add 2 more?
Sure.
Can we get a follow-up status report on the survey? And I can never remember her last name, Dr. Japheth, she's so beautiful. What is her last name? Oh, it's Sanchez? My God, why did I not remember that? Okay. They sent those kids off. The city paid for part of that, City of Reno, the county. I know they went on their trip. Did they go already? They go.
I think it's the end of this month, but
it's the end
I
of
could
this
be
month. Okay.
mistaken.
I guess let's figure out if they went yet. And I'd love to see Japheth back to tell us how the trip went. So obviously, did the trip happen yet? And then a follow-up on said trip.
The primary student who most of that sponsorship money went to will be giving a presentation both here and to City Council after the conference.
Oh, see, I should have known you already had that on. Okay, so it was just one more I was adding on. The status of the survey, please.
And I will actually cover that in staff announcements in a couple agenda items from now.
All right, I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh,
Thanks,
no,
Allison.
you're great. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Move on to the next
Okay, we can go to 8.2, committee members' announcements. Any announcements? None? I do have one announcement. Okay, I'm being into the community like every weekend, you know, maybe every day almost, since like. This group that we're meeting today start when we have a problem with the police and a community member. So there's going to be conversations about community, not in this meeting, but if somebody wants to be part of the community relationship, people and police. So we're going to do, I'm part of this group too, but like talking to Sirius Park, Sirius Reno, Washoe, because I think this committee, this advisory board, is really an example how you can prevent something from happening. And so the community has open doors to come and talk to us. So if you're interested to go to this conversation with people from the community and the police, just let me know. Thank you.
Chair Diaz, when is that event?
Oh, we're going to do, we're in the planning, so we're going to do little baby steps, but if somebody wants to be part of it, just let me know. On a personal level, this is not political. We just need to start, don't forget it's important to keep talking to the community and the police, because the police is doing their job, the community needs to be safe, but we need to have open door conversations. Any other committee member announcement? Okay, any staff announcement?
I have several.
Great, thank you, Alison.
This is our first meeting that is being streamed live on YouTube. So if any of you have folks who you'd like to invite to watch, but who don't either have the ability or the desire to drive down when it's really cold outside, they can watch on YouTube in the future. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, March 14th, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. Same time, same place. We also have a recently launched app called the My Sparks app. And I've got some flyers in English and Spanish that have the QR code to scan. That's that app is where you can report issues, find information, sign up for alerts. So everything from the latest Equity and Inclusion Advisory Board agenda has posted to, you know, there's flooding on such and such street, avoid the area, those kinds of things. So we're very excited about this new app. So I will pass out those flyers to those of you who would like them. And then last, but certainly not least, an update on our request for proposals for a community survey. We expect that RFP to get published on March 1st. Proposals would be due to our contracts manager on March 23rd. Staff would evaluate the proposals in April and then come to the Equity and Inclusion Advisory Board probably in May, with City Council approval of a contract expected in June of 2023.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're moving forward. Looks like it's never, but it's happening right now, so thank you. So we're going to go to public comment. I don't see nobody from the public, so we're going to adjourn. That's it. Adjourn, guys, thank you.